Right then, back from Eurogamer London. We've played WWE 2K15 and we've got some notes about it. So let's start off with gameplay. Tell us about that.
Gameplay, it feels essentially the same, but different at the same time. It's weird.
Brilliant.
You've got this new collar and elbow system, which is it's like a rock paper scissors. I don't like this bit. I don't know if you have out to add to this collar and elbow stuff.
It's a mini game at the beginning to determine who gets the first punch in and who gets the first move, and then you go into this
the sweet spot chain grapple where you've got to move the right stick and your opponent does the same thing, and whoever wins out in the chain grapple, and it's back and forth, and it looks visually cool. It's like a real match. It's brilliant. Yeah,
neat idea, poorly executed at the minute. Needs to be a bit more pacier, or the ability to turn it off. As
your damage goes down and your stamina, they sort of get less common in the match, so it is like a real match. It's a pretty good idea.
Yeah.
And obviously, you've got, like I mentioned earlier, you've got your momentum and your stamina and your health, and all these three elements affect stuff. Like there's one bit where you go to do an attitude adjustment, and if your health and stamina are low,
attitude adjustment.
Attitude adjustment is what I said.
I'm going to say that's new from Cena.
So yeah, if you go to do an attitude adjustment and you're both low on these things, Cena will stumble afterwards, and he'll fall to the ground himself. But then what they've included at that point is you can press pin, and he does like a thing where he just crawls on top of him. You're like in a match where you see him tired, and they just sort of like a loose pin, and
think back to Triple H, HBK, 45-minute long triple threat, three stages of hell, when both are just absolutely dead, and they don't do proper pins. They just like crawl on each other.
Yeah,
that's what you do now.
It's really good. Like, it makes it look brilliant. It makes it like a real thing, which is what they're striving for. So they've achieved that, and I really like that.
A new thing about attitude adjustment whilst you're on it, through the table now you've got a few new animations. So what he does, Cena will get his opponent in the attitude adjustment position, but instead of standing on the table, he'll be perpendicular to it, and he'll just throw him through it with the AA. So that's new. So he won't actually be standing on the table. He's standing on the outside. And also, when you're in and around that area, Justin Roberts and the timekeeper scoots out of there now, so that's a nice new little animation.
Little feature.
Oh my gods all stay the same. We got the DDT and the spear through the barricade in.
I think a few superstars have their own oh my gods. Like Cesaro, he swings an oh my god, and I have a feeling Roman Reigns' dropkick will be one. I don't know that, but I think it will be.
Another thing as well, for the Spike DDT and the Orton Stomp, you now don't have to set it up yourself for the Spike DDT. He just gets him in a DDT hold in the middle of the ring and throws him over the second rope, and he does it himself, so that's an easy setup. And also, if you're going to do a move in the middle of the ring, like I'm guessing the Hogan leg drop or something, he'll actually drag him himself, get him in position, and then
you've got no wonky position in it. It all looks perfect.
Yeah, you won't be that gliding across the ropes because they haven't got enough space to do it.
Yeah. And now, on the topic of finishers and signatures, it's connected to a momentum system, and you can now see it. So like you'll do a taunt or a move, and you'll get a few more percentage, and then when you reach 100%, you'll get your signature, and then obviously when you do your signature, you'll get your finisher. Which I like that you can see it now. So it's not just you'll do a taunt and you'll just randomly get one. I like that you can see that you've got one.
And on the topic of that as well, comebacks now, you can see exactly how long you've got to complete your comeback. It's a little running down bar like a timer.
Yeah, definitely.
And when that gets to the bottom, you've run out. But the main thing is you can see it. You're not guessing anymore, and you're not rushing around.
I hope they tidy up the little hood thing in the bottom corner. It just looks a bit ugly at the moment.
Oh, I don't mind it. I think once you're playing and emerged into it, you ignore it.
Yeah, definitely. I just think I suppose it's not bad.
Is there anything else in gameplay, or shall we move on to
gameplay? No, that's more or less it so far.
Right, graphics is simple. It's as good as the trailers. There's nothing wrong there. What you see is what you get. There is no messing around in CG. It's brilliant. They've really done a good job.
It's lifelike.
And the dimensions as well with the wrestlers and the ring ropes, as they were saying. They've
got the ring fits now. It's actually the right size rather than being like waist tight or whatever.
It's like you're watching Raw. It's that good.
It's really good.
And finally, I've got new stuff. Do you want to take us through?
There's a few new stuff. Obviously, like I mentioned, Justin Roberts and Timekeeper. The new referee, based on one of the actual real referees.
Right.
Stuff like his sledgehammers now. It actually is, the right size. There's a new baseball bat, which I think Sting's baseball bat, if I'm not mistaken, that metal one.
Yeah.
The bottom steps don't fade away.
No.
You take them. Oh, you can't pick them up, but that's by the by. You can't climb on the tables now. You have to do an oh my god, put them through it.
Yeah.
And also there's the new impact system. Obviously, I was climbing a turnbuckle, and you kicked me off mid-climb, and he like reacted to it, and that was pretty good.
Yeah, there's more selling animations, pretty much.
Yeah, and there's like a new damage state, like if you're knocked out and then you're sort of just recovering, and you can do a bit where you're crawling, so like you could crawl towards a weapon, so you can get that when you stand up. It's nice little touches like this that make it fun.
Yep. I was just thinking about other new stuff there, but I think we've covered it pretty much now.
Yeah, I think that's it.
So, Universe at the weekend, WWE 2K15 draft in 2 to 3 weeks, and that's it basically. It's looking good, guys. It's looking good.
Very excited for
I'll
it.
give it an 8 out of 10 at the minute. There were a few funny glitches. There were a mental glitch. Maybe we'll discuss it in Universe more. But for now, that's our thoughts on 2K15 with the short time we had with it at Eurogamer. It's looking good.